What's up, ladies and gents? This is K-Sig Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we've got an exotic weapon review of the new primary weapon, the Zhalo Supercell, and it is awesome. Now I ended up picking it up from the 3 of coins method that I showed just over the weekend. If you haven't checked out this video that I'm linking right here, please do it. Please do it before they end up nerfing the 3 of coins, because you're going to regret it. First things first, let's take a look at this weapon. How does it look? It looks not too bad. I don't dig the color. I think it could be something a little bit more interesting, but overall not bad. The aesthetics of the gun are pretty sweet. I like this banana clip that it's got in the back that you pull out and swap back in to reload. It's got this canister under here that I assume just holds the lightning. It's bringing the lightning. You can see that it's a primary weapon that has an arc burn on it, and we don't see that in other exotic primary weapons, only on the raid weapons, the Necrochasm and the Vex Mythoclast. Now it is a bullet hose looking weapon, but you can see that you can actually put up the impact pretty decent, and even if you start off with the CQB ballistics, you don't have that terrible of impact. So that's something to keep in mind. It's probably more along the lines of the Hardlight and Monte Carlo as compared to something like the Necrochasm. Now with persistence, it helps to make sure this gun is stable. You gain more stability as you're firing this weapon longer and faster, so that's really great. You can see that initially it doesn't have great stability, but you could decide to go with braced frame. And I had been running with braced frame and aggressive ballistics a lot because I wanted that extra impact and the extra stability. Now the problem is, it really knocks down your magazine from 36 down to 28, and that kind of makes a big difference. That's a pretty big hit. So what I'm thinking is you might run best with smart drift control and hammer forged. In fact, after doing some testing, that's what I think is going to be the ideal method. Whenever I was doing critical hits to level 1 mobs like Dregs or the Vex, I was doing about 50 damage less with smart drift control than aggressive ballistics on a headshot. And really that's not all that bad considering that you're getting 8 more shots with your smart drift control and hammer forge as opposed to the braced frame. So something to keep in mind. Again, you might want to play around with the perks to see what best fits your individual playstyle. For me, I think I am going to run with the smart drift control and hammer forge. Of course, I'm actually testing this out on the daily mission, so it is light level 240 that we're playing as. Aside from the individual perks, let's talk about the meat and potatoes. Bolt from the Blue is awesome. Think of it like a little mini bad juju. When you get double kills with this weapon, your magazine is going to refill and you're going to be able to shoot some more. And that's really awesome. You're not really going to notice it by individual bullet because you shoot so fast, but overall, you're going to be firing this weapon for a long time and wonder why you haven't reloaded yet. Why is that? Because of the special perk Zhalo Supercell, where you have a chance to chain lightning whenever you hit an enemy. So if you hit an enemy with a bullet, you might be able to shoot chain lightning off of that enemy and strike other enemies, possibly killing those other enemies and again triggering the bolt from the blue and just making this nice long cycle. If you're going against level 1 mobs, you're going to be doing ridiculous damage. It's going to be amazing and a ton of fun. It's such a good weapon for PvE. I imagine that in PvP it also has a little bit of use and fun. It probably does around 20-ish damage for a headshot, but imagine if you're playing control and you happen to hit an enemy on the opposing team on a control point and they're all standing around and that shot that you ended up shooting out ends up chaining lightning to the entire team and they're all getting damage and potentially the weak ones end up dying and you're getting kills for it and you're regaining your super because of that. Yeah, it definitely has some potential, a lot of fun potential in this gun. I do think it's better suited for PvE, obviously. Definitely a mobbing type of gun, but definitely could have some potential in PvP for sure. Obviously, the better players are going to be good with any gun, it doesn't matter what. I'm just shooting against this wall because I want to show some of the different patterns as far as the different perks that you might end up picking and deciding on in the gun. You can see that whenever you fire it, it has this awesome electric effect that's running around the barrel, and that's really nice. Signifies that it is indeed an arc weapon, and I'm really glad that it's an exotic weapon that has a burn on it. I've always wondered why Bungie didn't have exotic weapons always have burns. I mean, they're freaking exotic weapons. The only ones that get those are the Vex and the Necrochasm. What about the Universal Remote, for instance? That's a shotgun? It's a shotgun. Every other shotgun has a burn, except for the Universal Remote. Anyway, I'm back in the game and just want to show it off a little bit more. Again, this is against the 240 Light Daily Heroic Mission. Now watch what ends up happening when I shoot this major servitor. You can see that as I'm dealing damage to the servitor, it's chaining out the lightning against all the dregs and vandals that are standing around the area. So I'm taking out the dregs and vandals, the smaller enemies, while dealing big damage to the boss. And you can't do that with any other gun. Basically, that could be a strategy with this gun. Shoot at the big boss and let your chain bullets deal damage to the smaller mobs around them. Definitely a lot of fun. A really good gun. A whole lot of fun to use for mobbing, and it does have potential in everything. Look at this. I can take out Fallen all around. Even though I'm shooting at one Fallen enemy, I killed all the other minor dregs that were standing around the area. You couldn't even do that with the Fatebringer and its Firefly perks. If you have a Nightfall with Arc Burn, especially against the Hive, say goodbye. You're going to win. And right here I'm showing just how long you can shoot this gun. I killed all those enemies on one clip. I ended up having 13 bullets remaining in my magazine after killing all those enemies because my bolts from the blue perk kept proccing because I was just killing everything. You're gonna like this gun. I hope you end up getting it. I hope you get it. Let me know what you think about the Zhalo Supercell if you do indeed have it, and are you hoping to pick it up? Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, the Taken King, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Supercell.